Pancreatic cancer is a very, very nasty disease. Probably one of the worst, if not the worst, cancer to have. How do I know? Unfortunately, firsthand, my mom had it, and basically she was diagnosed mid-March, and the doctor basically said she had 2 to 4 months to live, and she sadly passed in the beginning of July. So for many people, that's basically a death sentence. And not only that, it involved so much pain. So even in the time that she was in so much pain that in the last few weeks she basically begged the doctor to end her life. And since then I was always like kind of curious about what happens in the research, what happens in the study. Is there any breakthrough? Is there any hope for those who just diagnosed with this nasty type of cancer? And the survival rate is so low because usually you diagnose when it's too late, when it's game over, because usually the pain comes way after the cancer already spread to the liver and other organs, and then it's often too late. But last week I read few things that although not definitive and although not ultimate, and there is no cure yet, but give some hope. And this is actually related to the cannabis research that is start picking up after the legalization, and it seems that more and more studies are now done, and a few of them in the last year and a half reporting some good finding correlation between cannabinoid ingredients and the ability to stop the spread and a few other things. I read this week about a small high-tech company that actually combined the research of certain elements in the cannabis, the CBD, and a certain medicinal mushroom that the integration, that the combination may be impactful and may find to be effective at treating pancreatic cancer. And I think the biggest mistake a lot of people like us that are not professional that are doing in terms of evaluating and looking at medical studies and science in general is, yes, science is all about the numbers, and science is all about facts, and science is all about like analyzing and following the fact and following a certain common sense. In many ways, when you look at it, those pioneers who study something unknown as this are basically operating in the dark. They're getting into a huge cave and they try to find a tiny key to a very complicated solution, and they sometimes have a very small flashlight and they don't know if what they're looking for actually exists and if this is actually the right cave. And it's a hit and miss. No matter how smart you are, no matter how advanced the study is, they often don't know the result until they try it. So it's basically, let's try, but the intuition and the common sense, and so far some of the anecdotal and some of the studies suggest that this may be the right direction. And hopefully when they continue, and hopefully when those studies continue, this horrible, nasty disease, finally they will find cure, and that magical cannabis plant may prove to be effective here as well. So this may be great hope in time of darkness, and the link for those studies are below. And I'm really hopeful. I'm really hopeful that those studies, those research, sometime soon will bring some sort of breakthrough to a disease. I remember that feeling that you go to the doctor. I went with my mom, and basically there's nothing to do. We don't know anything. It's too late. It's like, it's that specific cancer. there's nothing we can do. We can help you with some morphine, we can help you with trying to control the side effect and the pain, but other than that, we know nothing. So hopefully that change soon. Keep you posted. See you next week. Adios. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Woo!